Let's talk about meekness. Meekness is often misunderstood as weakness. And some forms of meekness can be weakness, but true meekness that comes from the heart of our Father has force. I'll give you an example. This is great. So these religious leaders catch this woman in adultery in the very act. And they bring her to him, and they're trying to trick him. They're under Roman occupation, so therefore technically they're under Roman law. It supersedes their law. The Torah had one perspective on what to do with adulterers and adulteresses. Roman law, totally different perspective, totally different justice system. So they bring this woman to Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Messiah, and they think they've got him. I mean, who could get out of this? They come to him with this woman and they say, "Master, teacher, we've caught this woman in adultery in the very act. The Torah says that she should be put to death. What say you?" Now, if he says she should be put to death, they go to the Roman authorities. There's a man teaching against Roman law. He should be brought in and judged. Or if he speaks against the Torah, they can go out to the people. This teacher that you guys love, he's speaking against the Torah. They've got him. They think, until they ran into a stone wall called meekness. So they bring the woman, they bring the accusation, they want to know what he is going to say, and they're so happy. They're about to finally catch him in his words. We got it. And yet, meekness kneels to the ground. And he begins writing on the ground. I wish we knew what he was writing, but we don't. And they kept pressuring him, pushing him. "What are you going to say? What are you doing? You're just kneeling there, writing on the ground. What are you doing? What do you say about this woman that we caught in the act of adultery? Teacher, surely you have something to say." And yet, meekness was in control. Then he heard Big Daddy. Because Yeshua only said what he heard the Father say. He only did what he saw the Father do. He saw the Father kneel down in meekness and begin to write on the floor or the ground of where he was. And when he heard what the Father said, he said what the Father said. "Let the one among you that is without sin throw the first stone." And meekness kneels back down and begins to write on the ground again. And beginning with the oldest, They dropped their stone and walked away. And when none were left there, and the woman standing alone, he looked up, got up, and said, "Woman, where are all your accusers?" They brought you here to condemn you. Where are they? They've all gone, my Lord. And meekness said, "Neither do I condemn you." Now, he only said what he heard the Father say, right? So Big Daddy spoke through Yeshua to this woman, "Neither do I condemn you." That's true meekness. Meekness misunderstood as weakness, yet true meekness has force. It has weight. It's heavy. And it dispels darkness. The dark-hearted, accusational, condemning ones had to back off and run for cover, just like a bunch of roaches. Meekness has force and is a very important part of being well. This is the well message of the kingdom. The message that makes all things well.